than it has ever been in all of history. Implying that the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ is now being fulfilled. That Gog and Magog have been passing by the Sea of Galilee. If Gog and Magog have been passing by the Sea of Galilee and drinking the water, implying consuming the water, can we identify them? Who is responsible for this excessive consumption of water from the Sea of Galilee? Can it be Egypt? No. Can it be Syria? No. Can it be Lebanon? No. None of these countries utilize water from the Sea of Galilee. Only two countries. Number one, Jordan, and number two, Israel. Is Jordan responsible for this excessive consumption of water from the Sea of Galilee? No. Because the Sea of Galilee is under Israeli control now, after the 1967 war. Prior to 67, the Sea of Galilee was under Syrian control. But after Israel took the Golan Heights, then the Sea of Galilee entered into Israeli control. In the 1990s, maybe 94, 95, 96, somewhere around there, Israel and Jordan signed a peace treaty, you remember? And one of the articles of that peace treaty between Israel and Jordan, bringing hostilities to a close, was that Israel contracted to give to Jordan a certain amount of water from the Sea of Galilee. So Israel has determined how much water can go to Jordan. And so Jordan cannot be the answer to the question. The question is, who is responsible for this excessive consumption of water from the Sea of Galilee? That you're taking out more than nature can put back in, or nature can replenish. Well, in order for us to answer the question, who is taking it out? Let us ask, why is it being taken out? What is it being used for? Not domestic agriculture. Agriculture is using the same amount of water. Well then, where is the water going? Domestic consumption has risen. The amount of people, the amount of water you now take to make your wudu, the amount of water you now take to make your ghusl, has risen dramatically. The amount of water you take to wash your hand, the amount of water you take to wash your clothes, all of this is rising dramatically, but this domestic consumption is not explained. Well then, where is the water going? Can anyone guess? Yes? That's a minute amount of water. Yes, but that does not explain the chip technology, the nuclear reactors and so on form part of a bigger whole. The bigger whole is the scientific and industrial economy. The driver of a Nissan 280C. So number one, the industrial economy and the scientific and technological industries attached to it. That's where the water is going. Modern industry is the thirstiest of all in history. The second source of the utilization of water is a project embarked upon by the state of Israel to transform the deserts, to make the deserts green. If you want to make the desert green, you're actually changing nature. So you're going to be utilizing a massive amount of water. Okay. Who is responsible for instituting or establishing these policies? The industrial economy in Israel and the policy of making the deserts green. Is it the whole of Israel? Israel comprises two people. Number one, the European Jew, who has no racial lineage with Ibrahim alayhi salam. No. He's a Johnny-come-lately Jew. He just converted to Judaism yesterday. And then you have the actual Banu Israel, who lived in Yemen, in Iraq, in Egypt and so on, in Morocco. These are racially close to the Arabs. These are the Oriental Jews. And they are known in Israel as Sephardim. Sephardim, or the Sephardic Jews. But the others who came from Europe, they are known as the Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi. The state of Israel was established by the Ashkenazi. The Ashkenazi, or the European Jew, has controlled power in the state of Israel from day one. The government of Israel was comprised of Ashkenazi Jews, white people. So Israel has been effectively a European state. And so the answer to the question, who drinking the water? It is not Banu Israel or the Jews who came from Yemen and from Morocco and from Iraq. Not them, but rather the European Jews. And so the Oriental Jews are not Gog and Magog. The Oriental Jews were the one who said, we've killed him. There he is, we've killed him. The Messiah, the son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. These are the Oriental Jews. And they are not Gog and Magog. But the European Jews, who are in control of Israel from day one, within their ranks you will find Gog and Magog. So we are now able to refine our definition and provide more evidence to support the conclusion to which we've arrived. Now then, if the contemporary world order, the meaning of a world order is the possession of power with which to be able to control the world, to establish what may be called Pax Americana or Pax Britannica, or the one that's coming up tomorrow, Pax Judaica, a world order. The implications now of our recognition of today's world order as the world order of Gog and Magog. I'm not the first to come to that conclusion. No, there were others before me, but we will very few. Very few. Is this world order the world order of Gog and Magog? Why is it that the overwhelming majority of the scholars of Islam reject this position of ours? Because of a hadith. One solitary hadith. It is in Sahih Muslim. This is what the hadith says, and you find it in Jerusalem in the Quran in the chapter. The hadith says that Nabi Isa alayhi salam will come down, and that he will then kill Dajjal, and after Dajjal has been killed, Allah will then say to Nabi Isa alayhi salam, go up the mountain, which is a mountain in Baytul Maqdis, Jerusalem. Go up the mountain. Why? I have created creatures of mine so powerful that none but I can destroy them. And then Gog and Magog are released, and the first of them will pass by the Sea of Galilee and start to drink the water. And by the time the last of them pass, they will say there used to be water here. This hadith in Sahih Muslim very clearly implies that the release of Gog and Magog will take place only after Dajjal has been killed. It is really amazing that the overwhelming number of our scholars have chosen to hold on to this one solitary hadith and use this as the foundation for the establishment of their thought on the subject. In the process of holding on to this one solitary hadith, they are now waiting for Gog and Magog. That only after Nabi Isa alayhi salam returns, after Dajjal has been killed, only then will Allah bring down the barrier. Only then will Gog and Magog be released. And so we do not have Gog and Magog in the world anyway now. Maulana Fazlur Rahman Ansari, rahimahullah, our teacher, warned. This was his warning. He said, do not study any verse of the Quran or any hadith in isolation. No. He said, bring all the material together. Do you remember? This is one of the earlier lectures. Bring all the verses of the Quran on a subject. Bring all the hadith on the subject. Bring all the relevant material that you have on a subject. Then study that material and try to locate the thread which binds it together into a meaningful whole. What was that thread that he called it? He called it the system of meaning. These are Maulana's words. When you have located that system of meaning which binds the material together as a harmonious whole, then go and study the hadith you want to study. Today's Islamic scholarship has not done that. If you took all of the material together, then you could never be able to fit in this hadith. This hadith stands out in conflict with all the rest of the material. So in the process of holding on to that solitary isolated hadith in Sahih Muslim, they have disregarded eight hadith in Sahih Bukhari, in which the Prophet ﷺ clearly confirmed that the wall was brought down